We've learned a few things here and there about Mafia 3, you know, the story, the setting, the characters, that sort of thing, a few of which I've discussed on this channel if you want to check out those videos. But today, with thanks to 2K and Hangar 13, we do know the PC version minimum and recommended system requirements. Sadly, there is no target resolution or frame rate for either of these setups. Sometimes they tell you that, sometimes they don't. It is always nice when they do, but not this time around, I'm afraid. So, let's kick things off with the minimum specs. OS is a bit of a surprise as the minimum requirement is Windows 7, I haven't seen that in a while. And CPU wise, you'll need a Intel i5 2500K or an AMD FX 8120. You'll need 6 gigs of RAM, and GPU wise you'll need a AMD Radeon HD 7870 or a GeForce GTX 660 with 2 gigs of video memory. Hard drive space is pretty beefy at 50 gigs, so clear out them space, boys. Let's move swiftly on to the recommended. OS is the same. However, with the CPU you'll need a Intel i7 3770 or an AMD FX 8350 at 4.0 GHz. And with RAM you'll need 8 gigs. And GPU wise you'll need an AMD Radeon R9 290X or a GeForce GTX 780 or GTX 1060 with 4 gigs of VRAM, and as you would expect the hard drive requirements are the same. So, safe to say that there's some pretty damn good optimization at play here, or we're looking at a not very upgraded PC port. It's either one or the other, but still, you won't need too beefy a machine to actually run this at the recommended system requirements. But of course, without knowing what the recommended are, it's hard to know what that means, but I would assume that's max settings at 1080p because, well, usually that's what recommended means, and then if there's an ultra that would be like 4K or something along those lines. So yeah, a 780 or 1060 isn't too bad, or 290X also not too bad. So this is actually not too shabby at all. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Mafia 3 has in store for us. Of course, there's a bit of a change of direction with the gameplay style for this one, but I'm sure it's going to be an interesting experience indeed. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.